Monogamy. All right, I'm gonna redo this video, man. I just did one, but it was a little too long for me. I don't like doing my videos too long, so we're gonna redo it. And Lord willing, this time it'll be a little bit more straight to the point. And this, I'm gonna go ahead and begin by giving the glory and the praise and the honor. This due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. Much respect and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and peace, mercy, and grace to the household of faith, the elect. And this is going to be just a video of me discussing, just from observation, what's going on in the relationship market. You see a lot of terms being thrown out there like polyamorous, open relationship, ethical non-monogamy. And what I want to highlight is that these behaviors are pretty much associated with what was going on in the behaviors during the time of the flood, when the Most High saw that during the time of Noah that wickedness was great in the earth. It tell you that Noah found favor, which Noah represents the elect of that day. There was favor found upon him in a world surrounded by violence and other wickedness. When you look at the definition of monogamy, the practice of marrying only once in a lifetime. And there is no monogamy. No matter how many of you out there saying I'm in a monogamous relationship, which really this goes for women, because when you look at marriage, which marriage is the union in the flesh between man and woman, and that's done by way of sex. All right. There are no virgins. All right. There are no more virgins. When you meet a woman, she's been sexually active already 10, 20, 30, 40 years when you meet her. Okay. And even then, even if she's only with you sexually, she's still not monogamous, because she has other men that are in her life that serve other purposes. Because people think about monogamy, and they think about these terms polyamorous and all of this and stuff, and they think it's just a woman or a man, somebody who wants to have multiple sexual partners. And a lot of times it's not just sex. Okay. Let me get... you got different stories out there. Let me see. Like this one. Woman shows off her 2 husbands and their kids. Now, there probably is, 3-way sex going on, but a lot of times in situations like this, even in real life, they might not even call it polyamory, but a woman to have a husband at home, but he ain't getting no sex, because that's what happens in marriages a lot of times. Men ain't getting no sex from their wife. And what she'll do is she'll have somebody else on the outside that's hitting it. And you on the inside at home with it, and you ain't getting nothing. You might sniff it every now and then, but you ain't getting nothing. You see? So a lot of time in relationships, these men just serving different purposes in the woman's life. Emotional support, financial support, late night wood, stability, platonic, the gay friend, work husband, So this has been going on, but now it's becoming more open and accepted via those titles such as, ethical non-monogamy, polyamorous, poly. And you got different celebrities talking about it too. Omarion just spoke about it not too long ago, saying he was in one of those relationships. So where things are going, this is where things are going, where the relationships are pretty much open. You're going to see 3, 4, 5, 6 people in a so-called relationship, in a marriage, 3 women together, 3 men together, just all types of disorder in these with these unions. Now, I wasn't going to go into it all, but like I said, I'm going to keep this video shorter. Polyamory, which poly means multiple. Amory goes back to love, which means multiple lovers. And, all this wickedness and debauchery they doing it, they call it love, right? You love who you love, and then they'll be flying the rainbow flag. It's all about love, when really it's just debauchery and doing whatever the hell you want to do without being condemned and judged for it. But the Most High is going to judge these people. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 14:22. And this goes into the results of idolatry, because this goes into this is Solomon talking about during the time of Noah. right? And they were doing this, they were committing the same acts. And that's why the Lord said that as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. People are going to be doing what? Eating, drinking, being married. Oh, let's get that. Because that's exactly what's going on. These people are being given into these different so-called unions and relationships. This goes into that. Luke 17:26, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. I'm going to jump down to verse 30. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So the Son of Man is about to be revealed. So this is going to give you some more ideas of what was going on in that time. So this is the results of idolatry, Wisdom of Solomon 14:22. One thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of God. They lived in a state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant they called it peace. Now this is the GNT version, the Good News Translation. So it said they lived in a state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant they called it peace. And what's going on right now under Esau Edom is evil, fucking evil warfare. All right, your food is being attacked. All type of chemicals and shit is being sprayed in the air. All type of propaganda being pushed out there 24/7. In the clothing, different mixed fabrics to throw off your frequencies in the clothing, the music. Okay, there's warfare being waged against us from all fronts, right? But the people are in their ignorance. They think that this is normal. They calling it all this chaos peace. They think it's normal to live in a city, be in traffic every day, air pollution, noise pollution, being sick every fucking season change, paying bills. It says, verse 23, they murdered their children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. They no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. Okay, that's it. They didn't keep their lives nor their marriages pure. All right, the marriage between a man and a woman is not pure anymore. Once upon a time in the United States, you would send a woman down the aisle in all white, representing her being a virgin, and you would actually, marry a virgin. You would actually have a pure a woman, because that represents purity, her not being defiled by another man. And she was trained and raised to be that way, right? But it says 24, continuing on in 24, it says a man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. So adultery was going on in that time. It says everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, and falsehood. So we see a lot of faithlessness going on right now. We see corruption, deception, disorder. That's a big thing. There's no order. In falsehood, it says, verse 26, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality. And that's what I'm probably going to name this video. Moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality, man. Can't make this up. Marriages are broken in 2023. It's over. Okay? Many men are done with marriage. Men are hearing the stories about what happens when I'm talking about the state version of marriage. When you marry a woman, many men are reporting what happens to them, how they get, the children taken from them, how you lose the house, you lose half everything, the child support, the custody battles, how men get done wrong in the system just for trying to be a husband and a wife. A husband and a father. The society pretty much penalizes you for doing that. So marriages are being broken, and now you have all of these weird ass relationships being formed, and they don't even make no sense. But that's because the Most High about to judge this place. It says adultery and immorality, the worship of idols whose name should never be spoken. All right, the name Jesus should never be spoken. All right, Buddha, Allah, these are idols, man. They should never be spoken. Is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil. And that's why, if you ever had it in the back of your mind, man, why is the world so fucked up, man? Like Future said, it's a cold world we live in. Why the world so cold? Why is it so bad out here, man? It's because of idols. It's because of idols. That's why the first commandment that the Most High gave was, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Because putting other gods before the Most High is idolatry. And idolatry don't mean you set up an altar in your goddamn living room somewhere burning incense, or having your dead relatives, having a damn cigarette laid out for your dead relative. It's not just that. Idolatry is just simple behaviors, man. Behaviors. You don't have to be praying to a statue, to something wooden. Something made by hands. It's just simply put your behaviors, man. And that's why when you look at the behaviors of the men of the Lord, we have a behavior as on camera. You see us doing these videos, going to the scriptures, praising the name of who we serve in the beginning, giving him the glory. You see us out on the highways and hedges. That's a sacrifice being made unto our God. But then off camera, you see us doing what? You see us, well, you don't see us, but we do other things. It's commanding of us to be brotherly, be charitable, to pray, to fast, to keep holy days. Those are all behaviors that are attached to what we serve. And in this world, you're in the time of Christmas, which that's idolatry, So you see people, well, you don't really see people in the spirit no more, but you'll see them throw on the red hat around this time of year. The little Santa hat, have the Nimrod tree in their house, the Christmas tree, the little presents under it, not knowing all of that's tied to idols. That's tied to idols. If I'm not mistaken, that was tied to Nimrod, a Babylonian god, So let's keep on. Verse 25, 27. The worship of idols whose name should never be spoken is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil. And ultimately, taking that COVID vaccine, that all of that shit was idolatry. That was a big cult that was going on during that time, man. The COVID-19, the mask, everybody who vaccinated, all that shit was a big motherfucking cult at that time. That was a big idol at that time. And guess what? The chip, that's gonna be an idol too. That's gonna be an idol. That's why it's linked to Revelation 13 to 15, talk about worshiping the beast. Those that didn't worship the beast in his image, because it's an idol. All right, which the image is the image of Rome, the New World Order. Those that don't worship the New World Order, that don't pledge their allegiance to this damn idol. All right, technology, science, these are gonna be your gods. And if you don't worship, guess what? They saying you're gonna be excommunicated. You're gonna be put away. Matter of fact, they just one of the bishop just put it in the chat. The EU talking about if you don't have a health passport, you're gonna be kicked out of society. You ain't gonna be able to function in society. So let's go ahead and get it. I'm gonna close up. Verse 28, people who worship them lose control of themselves in ecstasy, or pass off lies as prophecies, or live wickedly, or break their word without hesitation. That's why people are such liars. People don't have no integrity. You can't trust nobody. That's why don't nobody trust nobody. Every time you get out your car, you making sure you lock your car, lock your doors, right? Make sure you got your phone on you, your password, make sure it's locked, because you don't trust nobody, because everybody is drunken off the wine of Babylon, man. They drunken in this madness. They drunk. They ain't sober. Sober being what? The fear of the Lord. They don't have the fear of the Lord. They ain't in their right mind. They drunken off these idols, man. So I'm going to jump down to verse 30. But punishment will finally catch up with them for two reasons. First, they were in error about the Most High when they worship idols. And second, they had so little regard for holiness that they made false statements to deceive people. When unrighteous people commit sin, they will be hunted down, not by the power of whatever thing they swear by, but by the punishment that sinners deserve. Right. And the Most High is about to judge this place with the punishment that it deserves, which is to be destroyed, man. So hang in there, man. We almost out this goddamn place. It seemed like it's tearing. It seemed like it's taking forever, but the Lord is going to make it happen in its perfection, man. All right, keep fighting the good fight of faith. I pray it was edifying. Shalom.